You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 170.
I know, I'm taking it back. But yeah, what? 170, I'm Ready Player Ralph this week.
Let's get it. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. And if you want to follow us individually, I'm the Mind of Ralph on Instagram and Twitter.
On Twitter, I'm JON2_B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Holla at us. Ralph. My guy, my pal.
What's happening?
My comrade.
What's going on, bro?
Nothing much, man. I'm here. We here. Another week.
Yeah.
The year is winding down.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling all right, man. It's just, just lugging into this holiday season because, work is working.
Of course.
Life is life.
Of course.
Adulting is adulting.
Always.
I'm like, God damn, when do I? When I get a day of rest, it's not by choice. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like my body's like, hey, nigga.
Yep.
Like one of them.
And your body will definitely do that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, but any other time, it's always
just on.
It's something, and I was just like, but now I got a chance to kick with an older cousin for his birthday. We try to celebrate life, especially in these holiday times. A lot goes on. You just want to make sure that you're there, especially for the people that you consider family. Like I know I said cousin, but family is what you make it. So,
Right. No, that's what's
got
up,
a lot
man.
of cousins on kick it with.
No, same.
Millions.
Same. But no, I feel that's what's up, man.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. We talked about this off mic, but I passed my assessment for the certification I'm going for, so that's a huge relief because that was. Yeah. Appreciate that. So yeah, that was cool, and then went out to this Blurred event, this Gateway Blurred event on Friday.
Okay, how was it?
It was straight. So it was at Blue Ocean on Delmore. It's like a sushi ramen spot. Okay. But like just after hours, they had like the PlayStation and the Switch hooked up. We was playing Tekken and Smash Brothers, and people just congregating just to discuss like Marvel, anime, video games, all kind of stuff. So it was cool just to like partake in that. Like a lot of people say that St. Louis is boring. Oh no, what's up?
Oh, after you said you weren't going outside for the rest.
I
of the
know.
year.
I did say that. I did. No, you're right. You absolutely right.
I was like, Johnny, stop.
But see,
when you said it, I was like, you're not.
But shout out to my guy Glenn. But he's the creator of that group, and he's starting to have like a lot more
like
events.
And events. Yeah, you
and
want to be there to support.
And it's usually on Sundays when we record. So I haven't been able to make it to many of them this year. So I was just like, you know what?
I pull up.
Listen,
when I said that I wasn't doing shit, and then Cuzzo hit me with the text. He's like, "Hey, we going here."
Outside.
I was like,
look, I did that too. I did the same side.
I'ma go.
And end up enjoying yourself. Right?
Man, what?
Yeah. So yeah,
I had a good time.
It was cool. Listen, I ducked out a little early though, cause I still wanted to get home, get beauty rest and shit. So listen, man, I hibernate in the fall and winter, man. Like I have to. It's me. It's what I
feel you, man. But what we doing, man? Off the dome, we get straight to it.
Yeah, off the dome. Let's do it.
I think you'll like this one. Hey, man, it's the holiday seasons, man. A lot of people out here, suffering from their singleness, and they might have just been, they might have just got, been going through a bad breakup. But what's like your best breakup song?
Ooh.
It ain't gotta be personal. It ain't gotta be personal. It ain't
Listen,
gotta be
the
personal.
first shit that came to my brain is Ordinary Love shit 3.
God damn, Johnny, the most. Nobody's going through that. Nobody can relate to that but Joe.
Listen, I felt that shit when he rapped that shit. I felt it. I felt it. I didn't go through that, but I felt
I
it.
know that's what I'm saying.
I felt it.
Jesus Christ. Well, hey, breakup songs are supposed to be toxic. So,
Man, what?
It is.
Facts.
It is what it is, but I'm gonna go with a no-brainer. It's a bunt. It's a layup. You know, Neo, go on, girl. Got me through a lot of heartbreak in 07. These scholars was out here breaking your boy heart.
Hey, man.
So I was like, go on, girl, go on, bitch.
No, it
I
was.
need you.
Yeah.
I can say that because it's toxic. I ain't talking about who
07.
I'm with, Ralph. So.
That was college. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah. I feel nah.
Wait, long
Listen,
time ago.
I be having to think about it because, like, we say 07, we say 06, but, like, that's right around the time I started college. So it's like, damn, was that high school or college?
No,
So, 07 was college.
07 was big college for me. Like, I was definitely in there.
You was good in this one.
I was good in
You
there.
was in there. Nah, that's funny. Damn, that's crazy. I'm toxic. A little bit, maybe.
Yeah. The first song that popped in your brain,
literally
was
the first
Joe.
shit.
Hey man, I don't know. I know our fans don't listen to Joe Budden, but go listen.
Like, hey,
I know they don't.
Yeah, they probably don't. But go listen to Ordinary Love shit, parts 1, 2, and 3. It's a 4 too, but we're not gonna get into that one.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Anyway, all right. So for my off the dome, right? I was watching the Video Game Awards last week, and I mentioned
that's the thing.
Oh yeah, it's the thing.
Okay.
It's the thing.
No, I'll let you finish.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it.
And the game that I mentioned that I was playing, God of War Ragnarok.
Okay.
The guy that did the voice for Kratos, the main character, won best
actor.
Yeah, voice actor, right?
Okay.
Then I got to thinking just about voice acting, period. It's something that I've thought about doing before. Then I started thinking about the legends like Cree Summer and shit. Like, voice acting can be a very lucrative business, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, would you want to be a voice actor in a hit movie or a hit TV show?
That's a. I'm gonna say show.
Okay.
I'll say show. I think the shows live longer because the kids are always your demo. So the kids are always gonna grow old with your content. Like Shrek, even though that's out there, and Mike Myers lives forever.
Right,
Eddie Murphy lives forever because of that. Antonio Banderas lives forever because of that. It still feels like that's not kid friendly, even though it's animated. You know if that makes sense?
Yeah.
So I feel like if I'm Keith David and I'm Goliath and Gargoyles, right? Gargoyles grows old with me. Kevin Conroy is Batman. It grows old with me.
That's big
so
facts.
those are the ones I'm gonna go with. So I would just say TV show.
Okay, I'm not mad at that, and I'm actually going TV show. I love your reasoning, right?
Yeah.
For me, I feel like you have a better chance of having a hit TV show than a hit movie. And if you have the hit TV show, that shit could go on for seasons. The Simpsons been on for 30 years. 30 seasons,
Family
30 years,
Guy,
Family
American
Guy,
Dad.
all that, right?
Yeah, I'm with. Damn, I'm rolling now.
So,
yeah.
like, if you can get on a good TV show voice acting, like a Family Guy, like a Simpsons, you employed for life. I
didn't even think about it like that. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely going TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Now I ain't mad at the movies neither now, because if you somebody like a Kevin Hart or The Rock, right?
Yeah.
You gonna get your bag no matter what voiceover movie you do. So that's cool too. But I think that
TV show.
TV show different. Yeah. Residuals, all that.
Yeah. It almost feels like it's permanent.
Yeah.
Almost. It's like I'm always working. I'm always be working.
That's real.
I like that.
Yeah.
That was off the dome, people. What is your favorite breakup song?
And if you had the choice, would you rather be a voice actor in a hit TV show or a hit movie? Let us know.
Man, OS Gang, we got a few topics here on this docket this week. But first, we got to start with, I hate that people were saying BG online because I was thinking it was the rapper. But, because he coming out soon too. But Britney Griner, WNBA star, has been freed from her Russian prison cell in a prisoner swap with arms dealer Victor Bout. Johnny, what do you have to say about this headline?
First and foremost, before we get into anything, I am so happy that Britney Griner is finally home. All of that. I think she spent like 260 something days over there.
Wow.
Which is way longer than, I mean, she shouldn't have spent no time over there in jail, period. But the fact that she's home now, back with her wife, back with her family and friends, I am thoroughly happy for her. Like, so shout out to Britney Griner. Glad she's back home.
Yeah. Definitely share the same sentiment, man. Like, I'll just say this before we get into the nuanced conversations, right? Britney Griner, the individual. I'm glad that she's home. I'm glad that she's back with her wife, her family, her friends, her loved ones.
Word.
After being in, hell for, 200 plus days, damn near a year.
Right.
And we didn't think she would be there that long because of the offense. Like, the offense didn't match the punishment. Right? We all agree, or at least, me and Johnny agreed that she broke the law. Fine. Cool. But we felt like there were other ways to go about this.
Yes.
And in this climate of, like, it's not personality politics, but just like the social currency, like, the celebrity of it all made it worse than what it probably would have been. Because if she wasn't who she was, I don't think this shit would have happened.
You don't think they would have did the prisoner swap? Nah. Got you.
I mean, no, the prison, I don't think she would have prison.
Oh, got
Like,
you.
I don't think it would have been as harsh. For
Got you.
one, we probably wouldn't have heard about it.
No, see, and that's where I'm with you.
That's the first
that's
one.
one. Yeah,
I think that's the top of it. And
if
then,
it was me,
and then it kind of snowballs into everything else, right? I don't think none of that other stuff would have happened if Britney Griner wasn't Britney Griner.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah. So, with that being said,
okay. Now the nuance comes, right?
So I woke up, like, I forget what day it was. It might have been like Tuesday or Wednesday when this actually happened. Yeah. But I woke up, seen it all over the social media sphere.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, that's dope, right?
Yeah.
Then under getting more details, it was a 1-for-1 prisoner swap with the guy Bout, right?
Yeah.
The Merchant of Death is what they call him.
Yeah. Dope nickname. I know that's crazy.
Got it right.
I'm sorry.
Now, again, remember what I said? I'm happy she's home.
Yeah.
Now, with that, do you think that was kind of like a lopsided trade?
Hey, you know what, man? We don't take shit serious.
We don't.
We don't take nothing serious. And I'll say this. Yes, right? Not respectfully and seriously, right? Victor Bout was already serving a 25-year life sentence or whatever, right? And he had 9 years left.
Yeah.
So now, if you start playing the numbers game, she had 9 years. 9 years. Let's swap. So Russia was playing chess the whole time.
They broke even.
That's genius and nasty. Like the nasty genius of it all. Like that's some villain shit.
Not real. That's real. That's real.
Now, I doubt Victor Bout go back out in these streets and start selling guns. Now,
you don't think so? No. He was
like he
weapons of mass destruction maker.
He was selling them. Like I know he wasn't just selling pistols. I know that. He's selling them things.
Yeah, this ain't power. This
right.
This
no,
real
he's
shit.
selling some real shit.
Yeah, this is real shit.
He the nigga that sells the guns to the niggas that sell the guns.
Yeah,
to us.
he the wholesaler.
Yeah,
he the wholesaler. The
all
manufacturer.
Right, I'm laughing too much. All right, cool. But yeah, it's just like I don't think he's too high profile, right?
Yeah.
Even though I know Russia controls like their news outlets, and you don't really hear a lot of bullshit going on unless they want you to know. I just don't think he gets back into that line of business. He might be around it. But I don't think he might be retired. I don't know. He been out the game for a long time. Like
I think he get right back to it.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know they over there. You know Russia is doing what they trying to do with Ukraine. I think they finna put him right to work.
I'm surprised that's still going on right now.
Right? Like that's nuts. And that started this year, right? Like not too long ago.
I don't know, man.
Listen,
I just know this: the gas prices went down.
Hey,
significally too. Like,
listen, I owe the gas stations an apology. Like, I didn't think gas was getting under $3 ever again, but I just got some gas for $2.84. So, it's lit.
I got some $2.17 the other day. I was over there by the gig, man.
That's crazy. $2.17.
$2.17. It cost me $16, Philip. I didn't know what to do.
No, look.
I was like, I don't know what to do. I feel like I owe you more money. Like, I feel like I owe y'all more.
That's crazy. Yo, 217. That's a steal. Listen. All right. Sorry. That's
I know. Tangent off.
All right.
Off base.
Last thing. So apparently, when these types of things happen, these high profile situations happen, and then more information about just keeps coming out. Yeah. So apparently, there has been a United States Marine that has been in Russian prison for about 4 years or so. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm trying to understand or figure out why that prison, like that Marine hasn't been like released. Like, how come they didn't do a 1-for-1 prisoner swap for that U.S. Marine that's over there?
We could have did that before this.
Yeah, right? Yeah. And he's been there for 4 years.
Okay. We love Marines and veterans and all that until stuff like this happens, right? But in all, he's, from what I've read and understood, he's a spy, so he signed up for that. With all due respect, got you. With all due respect,
context matters.
Like with all due respect, like I'm keep saying it. With all due respect, he signed up for that. Britney didn't sign up. She went over to play basketball and she had a vape pen, whatever. Shit keep changing.
Cartridge or some shit. I don't know. But
9 years for that. He was a threat to their national security. He's just our citizen.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. The context. See, I didn't know that.
Context matters.
Context. Well, all right.
But I know it seems crazy. Like, there is a Marine over there, and you would think that the president or whoever higher up would make certain provisions and things like that. Since they didn't kill him, he's not a prisoner of war. I mean, they would try to find ways to get him home. So I do empathize with that. Yeah. So that's where I go with that. And if I was a vet, I would probably feel away. Word. So my life doesn't matter. I signed up to protect and serve, and that's what happens. But then again,
this you signed up for.
With all due respect.
That's all
I'm keep saying, with all due respect.
I go back to what you mentioned when we first started the topic, like, depending on who the person is, like, you won't hear anything about it.
Yep.
And
I didn't know. But why would I know about a
US
Marine
spy,
being over there? Now.
But also with that, he's a spy. We probably weren't supposed to know. Listen, I'm just going through.
We romanticize spies and veterans and all that stuff till shit real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Till shit get real.
And that shit got real.
That shit real.
Realer than real.
So
yeah.
But no, prayers to Britney Griner, prayers to her family, her wife, her loved ones, the WNBA at large, because I know they had a lot of like promotion and stuff for her. Celebrating the fact, like, hey, we need to get our sister home, that type of stuff. So.
Right. Do you think the next season of the WNBA, the viewership goes up?
No, because she's not playing. I don't think she should play.
Got you. Honestly, and this might be wild for me to say. I guess this is like the United States capitalists coming out, but I don't think Britney Griner should have to play basketball ever again if she doesn't want to. I agree that she probably shouldn't this upcoming season.
She shouldn't have to pay taxes.
Man,
she shouldn't have to
talk about it.
Whatever the list. You remember you seen Armageddon, right? Plenty of times, right? No.
I've seen it, but not plenty of times.
All right. They had a list of demands for, like, if they saved the world.
Okay.
For the United States government. I don't want to do anything else. Yeah. Like, I don't want to pay taxes. I need a week at Caesars paid for. Like, I need, like, it was just certain. It was like a list of demands. I would, like, Biden, you ain't gonna be huddling with my wife for no photo op, and so black people can vote for you, because that's a political play too, respectfully. So man, what? So you playing with me? All right, this is what I need. This is what I know you got me home, but this is what I need though.
And see, that make perfect sense. That's not even where I was going with it. I was saying, like, she gonna get a book deal. She gonna get a TV deal.
That goes without saying.
All
like,
of that.
The first interview, like, run me. I need at least $5 million.
That's
at least 5.
That's gonna be crazy. You think Gail gonna get it? Gail gonna get it? You think she go to Gail? She go to Drink Champs? Where you think she go? Where you think she gonna go first? Breakfast Club. Oprah. Angela Yee new show started.
Oprah
she going to
Oprah getting that. Not even Gail. Oprah getting that one. She gonna be sitting in Oprah's guest house.
Man, what?
Like Oprah, like So it's like
she gonna offer us a vape pen. Here you go. Here you go,
See,
Britney.
that's a lot going on, but that's a good transition, right? Since we're talking about weed, Pastor Jamal Bryant of New Birth in Atlanta, Georgia, formerly Eddie Lone's church, had a recent interview on Giselle Bryant, his ex-wife's podcast. They were just having a conversation about growing cannabis as a way to bring young men to Christ.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have laughed at that.
But these are his words.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not, listen, you can laugh because I didn't see it. But Johnny, what do you think about Pastor Jamal Bryant and that ideology? Because I know you heard the clip.
I did, yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't really see anything wrong with it. Now, not only did he mention doing that to bring young black men to Christ, but he also mentioned teaching them farming, teaching them entrepreneurship, those types of things, right? So what better way than to meet our community where they're at? Show them how to grow marijuana, because if I'm not mistaken, I think marijuana is legal in Georgia. I don't know. Toss up. I don't know. But if it is, you allow them to get their license to grow, show them how to grow, the different parameters, the different laws that goes into it in the state of Georgia for growing and selling marijuana. Like you're basically building these men up to get them off of the streets and into the church. I don't think I see an issue with this.
Honestly, I don't either. I got jokes, but let's get to what we know. To what we know, right? He said that New Birth is on a huge amount of land for agricultural sense. Okay. So that's where he got the idea, or maybe God told him. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying, to start this cannabis business. It's not just the act of growing marijuana. It's going to be the business sense of it too. So if we're being honest and quite frank about it, if this wasn't a church, we would celebrate it. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But the fact that it's marred in a super church, a mega pastor, all that stuff, and then it's Jamal Bryant. If you're hip to Jamal Bryant, he be out here kind of wilding. Like, so it's like, if any other mega pastor said it, I think people would be more for it. But
because it's him.
But Jamal Bryant, he got hoes. Like he be doing a lot,
hey,
bro.
Yo,
no, he do.
I'm sorry. That's funny.
Like
That's
Jamal
funny.
Bryant, he be wilding, bro.
Not the pastor got hoes.
Oh, pastor got hoes.
Damn.
As I said, ex-wife. He was on the podcast with his ex-wife.
That's crazy.
I know, but I'm not here to judge.
Yeah. No judgment.
That's none of my business.
But that's funny.
But it's just you have this pastor that's already kind of marred in some type of controversy. Because if you look up New Birth, Eddie Long was wilding. Now the guy that replaced him wilding, or used to wild at the old church he was at. Now he down there, and we're looking for ways, because the church, in all, is somebody that kind of used to work for a church, or at least work in the office of a church. It's still a business.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So we gotta look for ways to get these 501c3s from the government, like to keep us from not paying taxes. So
yeah,
let's talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
and the church probably got a mortgage. Like, you got to keep the lights on, and like all that stuff.
And they gotta pay his ass.
And he has to get paid too.
So
yeah,
like New Birth just ain't just any old church. It's the church in Atlanta, like the biggest church. Yeah. Where all the where all the scammers go, where all the rappers go. But all in all, if you want to be a light for Christianity, you do have to start meeting people where they at, especially if you come off the way that people do when they progress to be, Christians and things like that. So if you're using marijuana as a conduit,
there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
To bring people to Christ.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that, because we grew up in an era of unorthodox means of getting people to go to church.
Man, what?
It started with the music, and then it just kind of looked into other ways, because everybody is not a clean-cut church person anymore. Like that, the days of that have seemingly to being over because of just the unorthodox means of worship and things like that.
Yeah, it's just the way that people themselves have evolved. Like the way, singing a few hymns at church and then the pastor preaching like the old days, like that's different. That's dead, right?
That's dead.
And because because of the world today, right? Everybody's different. People didn't grow up the same as our parents, our grandparents.
Yep.
So you have to find new ways
Yep.
to bring people into the church. And honestly, what better way for real?
Listen,
like,
if y'all going to these dispensaries and stuff like that, at least put your couple dollars and go get the dime bag from the church. I ain't tripping. Get your edibles.
But I mean, why not?
So are they making edible communion, like communion edibles?
I wonder because I
like
the juice and the crack.
infused wine.
Listen, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. So, but see that, and I feel like that leads to a lot more things. It leads to manufacturing because they can start making infused wine. They can start making edibles. They can start,
Infused crackers is wild.
Ain't it though?
Infused communion is wild. That's pretty wild.
It is. I'll take it.
I don't know, man. But no, man, it's dope all in all. We had these jokes, but I mean, if this is something that he's literally serious about, I mean, I guess he got the OS now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really think it's a great idea. Yeah. And honestly, like if you're on audio listening, if you're on YouTube listening, watching, like hit the comment section or tweet us, tweet the podcast page, tweet us individually. Like I want to hear from y'all. Like if y'all think this is not a good idea, like just let us know why. Or if you think it's a good idea, let us know why, because like this is really a game changer. It's really unorthodox. Like I've never seen nothing like this happen before with the church specifically. So I think it's a great idea. So what I mean, let's talk about it because I think this is great.
I know that's wild, man, but I have no crazy segue for this. But Irv Gotti, former CEO of Murder Inc. Records, was on a podcast, and specifically, I don't know if this question was asked, but he made this bold statement. He said that Cash Money Records is the greatest hip hop label ever, and we're here to talk about it, here to debate it. Johnny, what do you have about this?
Well, I respect Irv Gotti's opinion on this. Like, yeah. I don't think it's outlandish. I don't think this is like a hot take or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a conversation to be had here, right? Mm-hmm. Is Cash Money a great record label? 100%. Mm-hmm. They birthed arguably the greatest rapper ever, and from that have birthed an entire new generation of artists in Drake and Nicki Minaj, right? Mm-hmm. So that alone, we're not even talking about like.
I can get into a whole bunch of other arguments that make them better too, but I got you.
So, yes, like just from that perspective, I think Irv Gotti has valid points. Now, are there other record labels who have done similar things or have greater artists? Of course. Yeah. So it's really interesting, like where to even start when it comes to this. But before we even get deep into it, like what do you think about what he said?
You know what? For him to bow down and kiss the ring, that's what made it more like wow to me because it's Irv Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Murder Inc. ain't nothing to sneeze at. I don't think they're in the greatest conversation of, the conversation of greatest label ever. Yeah. I don't think that's there for them. Mm-hmm. But did they have a moment in time where they was hot? Moving units?
Absolutely.
Moving units?
Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely, yes. Mm-hmm. And then Irv Gotti just being the person that we have known him to be. Him bowing down and kissing the ring and saying that somebody is the greatest label when he had, a good to great label in some people's eyes. Yeah. Yeah. But... yeah, Cash Money being up there, I mean, it's an argument. It's a conversation to be had. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. Now, I guess where do we even start about how we determine if a record label is great? Because I feel like it's so many aspects. Are we talking awards? Are we talking acts? Are we talking the way the record label is structured? Mm-hmm. Like, how do we even begin to determine this?
Well, I don't know. It depends, right? It depends on if you want to go the longevity route, because Cash Money got all these niggas beat, if that's the case.
Okay.
Cash Money, because a Cash Money release can happen right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That's the other thing, right? I don't know if I would use the awards necessarily in this regard, because I don't know how you can keep track of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Unless, somebody said, hey, Cash Money Records Volume 1. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
1, this amount of, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. I think you would definitely look at the stable artists, and you have to look at impact.
Okay.
So that would be my criteria: longevity, stable of artist, and impact.
Okay.
And then you can often go off like influence too, right? Is that or is that?
Oh,
that's
yeah,
impact. That's impact. That's impact.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's just talk longevity right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, we already mentioned Cash Money's longevity, right?
Yeah. They out of here with it.
Yeah. I guess, what record labels, maybe like one or two record labels that can stack up to
A longevity sense?
Yeah. And are we talking major labels or are we talking independent labels?
Well, I'm talking independent because
Okay.
we talking about hip hop, right?
Yeah, hip-hop.
I mean,
hip-hop.
all of these are independent labels by some sort of metric, right? They just may have had major label backing.
Gotcha.
You know, if that makes sense.
Because the first label that comes to mind as far as longevity, I'm thinking is Def Jam.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And do we count Def Jam in this conversation or no?
Well, that's
and that's like
that's tricky, right?
Yeah.
Because I would say no.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking if you're talking about like something that's a little bit more niche, like I didn't even think about Def Jam. I'm thinking about I put this so Def chain on, this Rockefeller chain on, this Rough Riders chain on,
Got
like
you.
the
That,
no
okay.
limit tank. Like I'm thinking that.
Got you. Okay. All right, bet.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
we'll
thinking that
we'll
if
stay
that's
in
the
that
case,
realm there.
Def Jam and there's nobody close,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because you got Rockefeller, Murder Inc., Rough Riders, even Disturbing Peace was on Def Jam. So
yeah, Def Jam South.
So Def Jam, so shit.
Damn. All right. So not Def Jam. All right,
Right. Not to mention, hold on, I can keep going. They got Rick Ross, they got Fabulous. Like, hey, we can keep going, man.
Listen, Redman could drop an album right now if he wanted to.
Right. Shit, Method Man as a solo artist was Def Jam.
Damn. All right.
See?
So yeah. All right.
See, that's.
So we're
different.
not counting Def Jam, Sony, Universal,
We can't do that.
RCA.
No.
All right, bet. All right. See, that's why you got to talk this shit out.
You got to talk it out.
Because that's crazy.
No.
All right, so No Limit.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna just name some shit. No Limit, So Def.
No.
Bad Boy.
No.
Let's see.
Like, Bad Boy can be. Oh, we talking about longevity?
Yeah.
No, to all three.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But obviously the legacy of the acts live on, right? Because we talk about Biggie every other day.
True. True.
And,
Did I say
and,
So Def?
Yeah, you said so.
Okay. What was the other one out of Atlanta I was thinking about? I said Disturbing the Peace, but definitely not.
No, absolutely not.
Oh snap, that's funny. All right, well,
I mean, you now this is the biggest one. I think the ones we can really, really, really have this conversation about, I think, are Aftermath.
Okay.
Rockefeller.
That's what I was thinking about.
You can probably throw Loud in there.
Okay.
Because Loud had, I think they was on the 3-6 Wu-Tang. It was a lot of niggas.
Okay. As far as longevity.
Yeah. Yeah.
So wait a minute.
Well, I'm just thinking about the whole
thing,
argument, like
whole
not even
thing.
just longevity, because we'll be here all day trying to do that.
So basically, as far as longevity speaks, nobody really touching Cash Money.
Nah, they from '93 to present.
Okay. All right. So I bet. So they got the longevity.
They got the
shit
longevity
on
game
lock.
because you got to think about they done had 2 to 3 different phases,
Right.
and
Right,
they never
right.
really seemingly stranded from hip hop either. That's where Bad Boy started. Like Bad Boy, if Bad Boy didn't have R&B, they really would have been.
They would have fixed it out soon as hell, quick as hell.
And they started doing Danity Kane and
All
all
that
that. Hey, look,
Yeah.
Dirty Money. Hey, look, it was getting rough.
The hybrid shit.
Yeah,
Dirty Money was fire though. But I got you.
From a pure hip hop
I
standpoint.
got what you're saying.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So they got longevity. What were the other two? We said impact,
longevity, impact, and stable of artists.
stable artists.
So, like, if you start looking at, like, let's say Aftermath, right? You got, it depends on where you want to go with it. You got Dre, you got Eminem, you got 50.
50.
Big three, right?
Yep.
Now, you can say that Eve was over there at the time, Rakim was over there at the time, Busta Rhymes was over there at the time, Kendrick. Game.
Yeah. It's a solid list right there.
That's a nice list.
It's a solid list.
That's a nice
and
list.
especially if we talking about discographies of those artists too.
Well, you only got to talk about the Aftermath, time of, artists. Because I think Eve probably dropped the album over there. Busta probably had 2 over there, something like that. I know Big Bang definitely, right?
Yeah. What was the one after? I don't know. He might have had. We'll say he had 2.
We'll say he had 2.
Yeah.
But Kendrick, That was a sneaky one, but I think he might have had 2 over there. Kendrick's situation is so funny.
It is.
But he's still an aftermath artist.
Yeah.
But 50 and Eminem though.
50 Eminem. Shit. I mean, that's really enough said right there. So okay, so aftermath.
And then
Who
Game.
else do we think? Who else do we think could stack up to Cash Money when it comes to
Like
stable
artists or just like the whole conversation?
stable artists? We're gonna stick to artists right now. Can we say Rockefeller?
Oh, definitely. You can say Rock, because Rockefeller had 3 entities, right? You had Rock, you had State, you had Dip.
Okay,
All that's Rockefeller technically.
got you.
Because you got Jay, Beans, Bleak, Kanye, Cameron. If you want to start going down the state property list, you got those guys.
Yeah.
You got PD. You got, Freeway. You got
Beans.
you got Young Guns. You got Ochino and Spark. I wouldn't call Ochino. I'm not counting it.
Forgot about Young Guns.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hell, they had Old Dirty Bastard for a time. He was Dirt McGirt though. Shout out to Dirt.
Yeah, shout out to Dirt McGirt. And Dirt McGirt Jr.
Yeah.
But
that's the Rock though. You know what I'm saying?
So
shout out to Emil too for the fam.
Word. Now, so Cash Money, they might got a little competition when it comes to stable artists.
I think the competition is. Like I said, you got. Let's go. Okay, Hot Boys, right? Juvenile, BG, Turk, Lil Wayne. Cool. Big Thomas, Baby, Manny Fresh. All right, cool.
Silk. That's
no limit.
I'm tripping.
Hey, yo.
I'm tripping.
Hey, yo. But now, okay.
That's my fault.
All right. Now that's your first ideation, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody left. I don't know if you want to count TQ and Boo and Gotti.
Shit, why not? They was on the Fiesta remix.
Oh, Jesus. You remember that one song Big Time was Daddy?
Yeah.
Wanna live like a star.
I was doing that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hell
oh,
yeah.
All right. I like that
It's
song.
a hit.
Clearly, I like
It's a
that song. All right. And then you get the Young Money era, which is still Cash Money.
Yep.
So, Drake, Nicki, Tiger, them the only 3 people we really need to talk about.
You ain't trying to go to Lil Twist, Lil
No,
Chucky?
nah.
Mac Main?
Nah.
I
Not even J Mills. Nah.
Damn, J Mills look. Damn.
And then Birdman had Rich Gang, which is still like a subsidiary type of thing. Like that was Young Thug for a hot minute.
Yeah,
that was Rich Homie Quan. Like that's.
Oh damn. Oh, they was.
So they was deep.
Right. Okay.
And then Juvenile came back. Hell, when BG touched down, I guarantee you, if he makes another album, it's gonna be Cash Money.
Oh, that's facts. And if I'm not mistaken, I think BG just got out recently too.
Yeah, like that. That's why,
the same week,
like the whole Britney Griner stuff, and niggas started
Saying
abbreviating
BG.
her name, like BG getting home from Russia. I'm like, Russia.
I didn't know he was doing the bid over there.
He did. Like, goddamn, they put my boy over there.
That's funny as hell.
Shout out to Baby Gangster, man.
Okay, so we agree that Cash Money has competition when it comes to the
stable of artists, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But that longevity thing is where you have somebody like Lil Wayne that pretty much transcends maybe 3 to 4 decades of rap.
Word. And then have Drake, who pretty much dominated the last 10 years. The last 10 years, literally.
But Lil Wayne being the focal point of that, though. Yeah. That's the piece that most of these niggas ain't got.
That's true.
Wayne rapped in the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and the 2020s.
Damn.
So it's hard. It's tough. That's tough.
That is tough. Shout out to Wayne, man.
Right. Wayne ain't even 40.
Right.
Is he 40 yet?
If he not, he got to be like 39 or so. He close. He almost there.
9/27/82. Yeah, he's 40. He's 40.
Okay.
He's 40.
Yeah. So, all
right. I had to remember a Wayne lyric to remember his birthday, and I could just Googled it.
That's crazy that he's not that much older than us. That's nuts. All right, so last one is Impact, right? So, listen, we just ran down the whole like Cash Money, Young Money tree, right?
Yep.
So their impact is solidified. Can any record label's impact go up against that? Do you think?
No. Because Wayne influenced so many niggas. Like Wayne.
It's
Wayne.
And I'm sitting here trying to think too, but I don't know if anybody
Like, it's a lot of people out there that
really
can rap really well. But it's like if I went to the Rockefeller tree or whatever, I can talk about Jay, but Jay influences people more so business wise, right?
Yeah.
Like business moves, like how to market and make yourself better in this space, not necessarily the rap stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kanye is that's something else. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
we can't even talk about that. Aftermath, like you got Eminem over there, which is clearly an influencer of many, right? That might be the only person you can say. But Aftermath as a label, I don't think stacks up.
Right. And I mean
to Cash Money.
And 50 didn't do enough in his music career to really
like
extend the impact. Like Get Rich or Die Trying clearly had an impact on hip hop, right? But anything past that musically,
and then most of the rappers that we name on Aftermath are probably past their prime when they got there anyway.
Okay.
Like the Rakims, with all due respect to Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Like, those. Even though Busta made great, music, at least if we talking about Big Bang, that's
right,
there,
right.
Kendrick being there, that's a tricky one, right? Because I don't attribute, even though he's Aftermath, I don't attribute that. It's like I don't. It's kind of weird. Like, I just said he's Aftermath, but I don't want to give him credit. I want to take away points, right?
But
because it's so much top dog in that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and I mean, like any of those albums, if you look up the credits, right? Do any of those albums say Aftermath on them? Maybe
the first one.
Maybe. And if that's the case, like Good Kid, Mad City, right? Classic. That's
only one.
But right, that's the only one. So
and then if you want to put Game in there, right? That's not his whole discography. That's definitely the first two albums.
Right. So
maybe three.
Damn, Irv Gotti might have been right. He might have been right.
By any metric, you can give them the nod. Any metric.
That's true. Damn.
It's like, if you in the conversation, goddamn, well, why not?
Right.
If in any metric.
Damn. I think this was a dope breakdown because even in trying to just think about what he said myself.
There's plenty of labels, but
when you actually compare based off of metrics, right?
Yeah.
Cash Money is definitely up there when it comes to a lot of shit.
If we talking about record sold, we talked about that too.
Even if they bought some of the shits, but it's cool.
Yeah, that's
platinum.
Cool.
It's all good.
It's all right.
It's platinum.
Jay did it too, but
No, but damn, that's what's up. Shout out to Irv, man, because it's not something that we probably would have come up with this conversation just in regular discussion, but. Really? Like hearing Irv Gotti say that, who was the head of a label, right?
Yeah, a very successful label.
So. Give praise to another label like that was dope. It was dope. So shout out to Irv Gotti, man.
Oh yeah, definitely shout out to Irv, man. But we got a few things here. Blur Talk, Blur segment. We got 2 topics, maybe. All right, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. But hey, man, we'll start with the good stuff first, right? The MCU dropped another trailer, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Trailer released last week.
Yeah.
Johnny, what do you have for the Guardians?
Guardians. This might be my least favorite franchise in the MCU.
Agreed. Well, I agree with you.
The first Guardians I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like it caught me by surprise. Like, oh shit, this is kind of dope. Second one, not so much.
Yeah.
But with the Guardians 3 trailer, I thought it was okay. We get to see what they've been doing since Endgame, right? Still the band of misfits. It seems like they're a closer knit team because they got like matching uniforms and shit now. But all in all, this trailer seems like it's going to be a Rocket story. Like with the High Evolutionary actually creating Rocket, look like Rocket got like a little girlfriend or something. Like it seems like this is going to be a story of his origin, which I'm not necessarily mad at. Rocket is a very interesting character. And I love Bradley Cooper's voiceover. Talking about voiceovers, right? Actors, so I'm not saying I'm excited for this movie, but I think it has the potential to be better than the second one.
Well, I mean, hey, it can kind of have the Thor effect, right?
Yeah.
Like the first movie, we was like, all right.
Yeah.
Second movie,
Damn.
Third movie is like, we cooking with grease.
Right,
So
right.
It may have something that the second movie lacked. I think everybody can universally agree that the movie was just mid, whatever, right? The trailer kind of picks back up. We see Gamora back in the, you know, I wouldn't say back on the team, but at least around the people, around us, around people, right?
Right. And remember, this is the version that went back in time with Thanos.
Yeah, we got a lot going on with that. So it's a lot going on with that. But, you know, shout out to, you know, the High Evolutionary. I just got hip. I'm like, so we got two villains. All right, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that could be a recipe for disaster in that too, right?
And the second villain you're referring to, Adam Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have a theory on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he begins the movie as a villain, but turns around and ends up an ally.
Yeah. I think somebody died. You know,
somebody's 100%
trilogies. People got to go because you got to think about it. Yondu died in the second one. I wasn't expecting that. That's my man. I fuck with Yondu.
Yeah,
man.
But even from the trailer, you could tell somebody gonna die.
Yeah, it probably be Rocket.
And I was just gonna ask you.
Yeah, it probably be Rocket.
I hope it's not Rocket, but it probably will be.
Because you already killed Groot. He was a grown ass man. Now you're a teenager. That's crazy.
Right, buff as hell. I think so. I'm definitely leaning more towards Rocket, but I also think it might be Drax because Batista already said I think he's tired of playing Drax. He's getting older, being his physique and all that shit.
They make him dumb too. I don't know. Like that, it's starting to get old. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You need to do something else.
That's him. That's his race of people.
I guess. Man. But it's. I mean, you know, shout out to William Poulter. I had to look up the name of the guy that's playing Adam Warlock. Okay. I seen him in other stuff too.
Yeah,
so he kind of got that mean streak because he used to be an asshole and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I can definitely see this working. He got that face.
Yeah.
Like I hate niggas face. And, you know what I'm saying? So I think he gonna be good as an Adam Warlock. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's being billed as the primary villain, like we said.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know how to take this. I mean, of course we go watch it. We're slaves to the MCU content, so we'll just watch it. You know, we'll just watch it.
Damn, that's crazy.
I know.
It's true, but it's true.
I could add a better word than slaves, but
yeah, but it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Opening weekend too.
Well, I know what movie we ain't gonna be at.
What's that?
Wonder Woman 3.
Yep.
DC has come out now. You know, this is a working thing, and it probably can be picked back up, but it may not. Mm-hmm. Patty Jenkins, who is the writer and director of Wonder Woman 3, she left the project because it did not fit the new vision of what James Gunn wanted at DC and everything that they had going. So, Johnny, what do you have for that?
Good. I am thoroughly happy that this movie with that director is not being made. That's all. No, I'm just playing. Look, no, I mean that, but also because the second Wonder Woman 84 was so trash. That was worse than Black Widow. That's how bad that movie was. And even more information came out, and she was talking to like the execs over at Warner Brothers, right? Mm-hmm. And they didn't understand what her direction for the third movie was. She sent them a link to a Wikipedia page talking about read this. This is what I'm going for. Wikipedia. She didn't send the comic book. She didn't send none of that. She sent the Wikipedia page. Get her the F out of here. Get out. Get out.
It's just another L for DC, man. I don't know what to tell
Listen,
you, man.
It's
looking well, it's been shaky. And I've been doing the Marvel shaky for a minute, man. You know, Marvel found a way to bounce back, man.
What?
Marvel give me a trailer or something to just say, you know what?
There you go.
You know what? What was I talking? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot the shit I was talking about the last film. All right, cool. But
that's
DC,
funny.
Y'all canceling everything. Y'all not even giving niggas a chance.
Listen.
And the thing is, right, we'll get back to this, but it kind of ties all together. DC is putting so much love and care into these alternate universe films, like the Joker 2 we talked about off mic, the Batman 2, whenever that's coming, like they getting their love and attention, which is clearly still the world of Batman, right?
Right.
But the other stuff, y'all just can't get right. Like Henry Cavill, how you pronounce his name? Didn't he leave a project to come be Superman and y'all scrapping everything?
That's crazy. That's crazy. And then, so spoiler alert, I'm just gonna spoil the after credit scene of Black Adam.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so Henry Cavill came back as Superman to like do a standoff with Black Adam at the end of the movie, right? Seemingly announcing that Henry Cavill is back playing Superman.
Yeah.
And we ain't had Man of Steel in 2 in over 10 years, right?
It'll be 10 years next year.
Like that's insane. So for that to happen in Black Adam seemingly flopping at the box office, and now it seems like they're scrapping the entire Snyderverse. Like we got four DC movies coming out next year. We got The Flash, we got Blue Beetle, we got Shazam: Fury of the Gods, and then damn, what am I missing? Did I say Blue Beetle?
Mm-hmm.
What am I missing? It's one I'm missing. Damn, I just said these shits before. Anyway, it's four of them coming out next year. And I feel like after those movies, like it's gonna be just a hard, just button press reset. Everything getting scrapped and just starting from scratch.
Well, you know they got to recast Flash.
Shit, I don't know. They might not. Based on their track record.
Man, everybody got to go.
Everybody got to.
You might as well just recast, man. Everybody, because Jason Momoa, he said he ain't coming back as Aquaman.
That's the last one.
Yeah,
Aquaman. I missed that one.
See,
so yeah, look,
that was supposed to come out this year.
it was supposed to come out this month. Around the same time as Avatar, if I'm not mistaken.
But back to Wonder Woman. Do you think this damages what Well, obviously that franchise and what Gal Gadot may have not brought to the role or whatever. Okay.
No, because the Wonder Woman 84
was that bad?
Did all the damage it needed to do for that particular franchise, for that ideation of Wonder Woman. Right. The first one was decent.
Yeah,
the second one, that movie was so bad. That movie was so bad, man. So,
you think she reprises her role or she's done with it? Or I know we putting ourselves in women's business, but would you come back if you were her?
I would. If
it'd probably be a soft reboot, maybe.
Yeah. If I was Gal Gadot, I would come back and play Wonder Woman. I mean, there's still plenty of Wonder Woman stories that can be told. It's just you got to find a better writer and a better director. That's all. So I like her as Wonder Woman. It's just the writing, man. Writing was terrible.
Shout out to DC,
man. Look, I don't know what's going on over there. I think in another, I'm gonna say another 2 years, we'll see clearly what their vision is, because I think they're still working out all the details as we speak.
Bro, we would have had an Avengers film, and they'll be talking about X-Men and Marvel by then. It's gonna be too late.
Is it really too late though?
It is. Like they playing, like you can't keep giving us the same niggas. Like Batman is not finna be a part of y'all connected universe, clearly.
Oh, definitely not. It can't. There's no way it can be.
Like how you gonna have like that's the thing that's so stupid about all this, right? You want to make a connective universe like Marvel, right? Mm-hmm. But you keep letting niggas make Batman films separate from this. Yeah. That's stupid. Like that was dumb. Like that really is dumb.
Are you dumb? Hey man, I got nothing.
And then Joker got a fit. Like, hold on, I don't want a Joker trilogy. Now that I think about it, I don't want a second one. I told you
that after the first one.
Like, but listen, I get why you spend the
money. Oh yeah,
when you
make
$1 billion, and it's no fighting. It's no fighting.
It sure wasn't no fighting.
But it made $1 billion. That's crazy.
That's a good ass movie.
How Joker make as much as an Avengers film? It ain't no CGI. It ain't no fight.
You had a kid, Bruce Wayne.
Like he shot one nigga at the end. And it was a talk show host. It wasn't even like somebody on the street.
Shit was impactful. It was impactful.
I like the movie. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just trying to. It's like I'm trying to make it make sense, bro.
You can't. Shit, fuck it. Now that we here. We did talk about this a little bit off mic, but so Marvel, the MCU, right? They heard the backlash.
Yeah, they heard me.
They heard Ralph. They listen to OS, right? Kevin Feige, shout out. But they heard how bad Phase 4 of the MCU was. All of the additional content, all of the TV shows that were mid, all of the movies that were mid. They have it's a rumor right now, but I think this is going to be fact. But they are saying that they're going to cut back on phases 5 and 6's content, basically meaning that they're going to cut back on a lot of the TV shows, maybe focus a little bit more on the special presentations that they've been doing. And instead of doing 6 to 9 episode seasons of shows, maybe just do 40 to 45 minute special presentations on some characters. So I think they're going to scrap Echo. They're going to scrap Ironheart. And then there was another show that they were going to scrap as well. I can't remember right now, but
I kind of hate that they scrapping Ironheart.
If
that's true,
I agree.
But I'm with scrapping Echo though.
Oh yeah, I mean,
like
nobody.
This is how I feel about this, right? I don't feel that a spinoff of a show character deserves a show. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like, I don't
got
think
you.
that's deserved.
Oh, Agatha.
Yeah,
now
like,
that you mentioned that, Agatha.
Them two,
Yeah.
Agatha, I'm like, that's cool.
Nobody want this shit.
Like nobody. I don't want to know. Like, listen, man, this is our fault. We let them sell us Iron Man in the beginning, and we just let it happen. Like, you know, I don't want to see the D-list niggas. I don't want to see them. I don't want to ever know that there was an Echo comic. I don't want to know the characters that cross in the world of Echo. I am good. You know what I'm saying? I am straight.
Yo,
I don't want to know an Echo villain. Like, I don't care.
But see,
we are running out of niggas.
Hey, look, that was the going thing in pre-production. But like, it's so Marvel put out so much content in the last 2 years for Phase 4.
Yes.
And they have a slew of movies set like through Phase 7. They just ain't announced Phase 7 yet, right? So Ralph was basically saying like, who they gonna get to play these actors, like play these characters?
Listen, man, like. You can play, like I was telling Johnny. Now we just all over the place, but it's good. It's a good conversation. Trust me. We are getting to the point where the MCU is becoming so large and so vast, right? You starting to pull actors from everywhere. You starting to get a lot of people that was DC. Now they coming over. Like we talked about Yaya. He playing Wonder Man.
There you go.
He was Black Manta in DC. Like you just go get that because you know why? We running out of niggas. Like we ain't got no actors. Like it's like like I jokingly said this, but we gonna look up and Drewski is gonna be in an MCU show. He gonna be like a Blade fam. Like he gonna be like a Blade gonna beat him up or something like that. He gonna be like, you remember how Anthony Anderson was in Romeo Must Die?
Oh my God.
He gonna be like, that's gonna be Drewski.
Hey yo,
that's gonna be Drewski.
he gonna be the number 3 vampire at the bar, right? and then fuck around and be the Thing in Fantastic Four. Picture the Thing with a blonde wig. Like what? Picture Drewski fighting Dr. Doom.
Hey,
like
man.
what we doing?
Michael B. Jordan was a Human Torch. He was Johnny Storm.
Hey, that movie wasn't bad. I don't care what none of y'all say out there. I enjoyed that movie, but hey, man,
we are running out of niggas, man. Like, listen, with all due respect, like I'm gonna keep talking about Blade because I really felt like we didn't need a Blade film, but you know what I'm saying, like it's kind of like Mahershala just called Marvel like, hey, you know what's up? I'm trying to come over.
Look,
all right,
we got
Blade.
Look.
Like, look at that. Like, we gonna let you play Blade.
Luke Cage already taken.
Right. Look at that. He could have been anything else. He could have been something.
Jesus Christ.
He was already cottonmouth in the MCU. We are running out of niggas. Like, listen, Kevin Bacon was in the damn Guardians of the Galaxy holiday shit.
Yeah.
We talked about it, right? Kevin Bacon, like, he ain't got nothing else to do. He just said, yeah, I'll cameo. And he pretty much acted in the entire fucking thing.
He did.
But they gonna bring him back, and he probably gonna be like, you know how like Jeff Goldblum was in Thor Ragnarok? That's gonna be like a Kevin Bacon type. Like, he gonna make it back. We are running out of
Talk
niggas.
about it.
We are running out of niggas.
Oh my God.
Like,
now I just want to think about like just
it's
off the wall like
Johnny,
actors to play these characters.
we gotta recast X-Men for the third time. We gotta recast Fantastic Four for the third time. We are running out of niggas.
Ain't no more.
Ain't no more actors.
Shit, listen, they gonna have to put me and Ralph in some shit.
They gonna have to.
and I'm with it.
I mean, like we said, Clayton English. Shout out to him. He was in Hawkeye,
Yeah.
and he was an actual comic book character. He wasn't like a.
He wasn't like no made up character,
Yeah.
or just like audience number 3 or no shit
No,
like that.
he was really.
He had a role. He had
a role.
lines.
He had lines and everything.
He was in the final fight scene, like all that
Shout out to
shit.
Clayton.
Yeah.
But still, that does not refute my point.
Nah,
We are running.
Hey,
out of
ain't
niggas.
no more.
It ain't no more.
Ain't no more.
Ain't nothing left.
Hey, yo.
The cupboards are bare. Like,
Oh.
it's like how many? It's not even the. It's like you got to fill out the entire film. Remember, T.I. was in Ant-Man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta.
T.I. Damn, he was.
Johnny, we gotta find people to play these people.
T.I. was an Ant-Man.
We gotta find people to play their friends. We gotta find people to play their kids. We gotta find people to be villains. I can't name one Blade villain.
Shit, me either.
Shit, I
Dracula.
should know. All right.
Drew's kid's Dracula.
Hey, look,
All
man.
right, look. I think we made it to the end of the docket.
Yeah,
Because that's crazy.
It defeats the purpose to talk about anything else after that.
No, that's real. So if you are on YouTube, we appreciate you for rocking with us this long. Please hit the comment section. Like, let us know how you feel about any of the topics we talked about today.
Yes, sir.
Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with your family and friends. We'll catch y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then if you're on audio, you know what time it is, baby.
Song of the week.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.